Hey everybody, welcome to the DW Plays video. This time I'm taking a look at a game called Spelunky. You may think, wait a minute DW, you've already played Spelunky. And I have indeed played Spelunky. I played Spelunky Classic, which was the original freeware version. This is the premium version of the game. So, this is the version that if you were to get it on console or to get it on GOG or Steam, that you would ultimately get with that. On GOG, of course, it does have the original version of the game included. So that's nice. Of course, the original Spelunky Classic is available on the developer's website. So if you're interested in it, you can give it a try on there. But it's pretty much the same game. Obviously, the graphics have been changed considerably. There are a few extra features in this. But generally speaking, it's pretty much the same game. So, if you liked Spelunky, chances are you're probably going to like... Or I should say, if you liked... Okay, wow. That was a thing that happened. Death can come very quickly in Spelunky. We're going to go ahead and do another run here. Because that was really fast. I wasn't even really able to explain the whole thing. But the freeware version came out in 2008. This version came out a few years later. There is also Spelunky 2. I do not have a copy of Spelunky 2 yet, so I can't cover that one just yet. But obviously this game will be very familiar to anybody who has played the original freeware version of Spelunky. Has all of the same features and more. So, if you like this kind of procedurally generated simple platformer, then you might enjoy this. So, we'll just mess around with this. Obviously, I'm playing as one of the alternate player skins that are available. You have your original leather jacket clad adventurer from the original Spelunky, but there's also several other characters that you can play as. And we're just going to mess around with this here and see what we can do. So let me go ahead and... Okay, I can't really do anything with that, but I can rescue the damsel, so I'm going to do exactly that. Haha. Alright, rescue the damsel, get some extra life here, which I could have used in my previous run there, where I got bouldered spectacularly. One point of contention that a lot of fans of the original Spelunky might have is that this the soundtrack is just... I mean, it fits the general theme of the game, but it's just not as good. So, we're going to go ahead and just pick up this clay pot and see what madness we can get up to with it. Like chucking it at a bat. Why not? Yeah, pretty much the same kind of game as the original. Slightly different. But, oh, we got a key down here. Let's see if we can find the chest for this. Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh, it's under the, it's under the exit. I don't feel like it's really all that important to get that, but I will go ahead and get this, gold that's down here, and then we'll move on to the next level here. But I'm just going to go basically as far as I can get on this run and then call it. Obviously, I wouldn't say that this is a wildly different game or anything like that. If you've played Spelunky, this is going to be pretty familiar to you. Or I should say Spelunky Classic these days, as it's called. It's just that there's different types of enemies, like that scorpion there. And course, we're going to see if we can take it down there like that. There is a journal that you can get here. So we're just going to clear out that web there. See if I can do this. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and chuck a boulder down here just to make sure that that thing's already triggered. We're going to go ahead and see if we can rescue this damsel here, because why not? We're an adventurer who does heroics. It is what we do. And so now we'll just move on to the next level. But yeah, we're just going to see how far we can get here. I can't see a thing. Well, that's what the torch is for. Obviously, the torch makes, or the dark levels make things more difficult. There are dark levels in the original Spelunky Classic, as it is known now. They are, oh, 2 snakes with 1 torch. Nice. But, oh crap, I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to chuck that far. Ah, crap. But, yeah. I would say that this is, I don't know if I'd necessarily say it's easier than the original Spelunky, because the original Spelunky is pretty challenging at times, and this one is also pretty challenging at times. But, it has its fans, and the original game has its fans too, that do not like this version. Now, it's kind of a matter of personal preference there, really. So, we're just going to move on to the next stage here. Of course, we do have the tunnel man here to give us shortcuts. We're going to move on to this next biome here. As you can see, the torch has gone out. There's the man-eating plants again. Obviously, this is much cartoonier than the original game, even though the original is still quite cartoony, of course. And we're just going to make many, many uses out of that torch if we can there. Climb the tree here and continue on down. Oh, the skeleton came to life on us. Yep, that is a spiky trap thing there. But we're just going to continue on here. Yeah, I can't say I dig the soundtrack in this one compared to the original. I much prefer the original soundtrack. It's not to say that the music is bad necessarily. It's just not as good. Ah, monkey. Monkeys can be a nuisance in both the original game and this one. Just gonna continue on down here. Gotta be careful of these traps here. We're gonna go ahead and drop her down there because it's safer, and no, that did not work. Okay. Alright. See if we can manage this here. Ah, crap. You can take out these man-eating traps, or I keep saying man-eating traps, they are man-eating plants. But we're gonna see if we can rescue this damsel here. At least that is the plan. Alright. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay. Well, we're just gonna have to do some demolition work, I think. See if that works. There we go. That's more like it. There we go. We rescued the damsel and continue on. replenish some of our lost health here. And we're just going to continue on here. Of course, you got to be careful about those piranhas. They will eat you, which is obviously not so great. So we're just going to drop a rope down here. Oh, we got us a boomerang now. Maybe. Okay. Okay, you do have to be careful with these drops. Ow. That did not go well. That really did not go well. That's game over, folks. So that's the premium version of Spelunky. It's available on Steam and GOG. It's also available on console. So if this looked like it was interesting to you, then maybe give it a try. I personally prefer the freeware version, both because it's freeware and because I just like the soundtrack better, even though it's considerably more repetitive than the soundtrack here. Your mileage may vary on that. That's not to say that the premium version is a bad game. It does have more content. Obviously, it has a very different art style, which may or may not be your thing compared to the pixel art of the original. But as far as I'm concerned, the only real true downgrade between the original and this premium version was the soundtrack. That's not to say, again, that the soundtrack in this game is a bad soundtrack. It's just that it doesn't have the same kind of instantly catchy vibe that the original soundtrack did. Anyway, that was the premium version of Spelunky. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I don't know if I'll take a look at Spelunky 2 or not yet, because I don't have a copy of it yet. So if I ever get it in a bundle, or if I get it on sale for a really cheap price, then maybe I'll take a look at it too. At any rate, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next video.